In any given city, a particular market becomes the cradle of its unique fashion sense. And that's what makes it the fashion capital of that city. We took a ride to these fashion capitals to discover how India reinvents its fashion quotient. This is India Ka Fashion Capital, powered by Flipkart Fashion. And today, our destination is the torchbearer of ethnic fashion, Dilwalo Ki Delhi. Delhi has been inhabited for centuries. The city is believed to be the site of Indraprasth, the capital of the Pandavas. Through the ages, many empires and kingdoms also made Delhi their capital. Each empire brought with it its own culture and an individual influence on language, architecture, food, and fashion. India's capital, Delhi, has many little capitals. So it has a food capital, a literary capital, a touristy capital. But we are interested in the dazzling, colourful, totally overcrowded, chaotic, over-the-top fashion capital of Delhi. Here you can find the best ethnic and Indian wear anywhere in the country. Pata hai Delhi ka fashion capital kya hai? Chandni Chowk. Chandni Chowk runs through the middle of the city. It was built in 1650 by Shah Jahan, designed by his daughter. It has a square-shaped pool in the center on which moonlight used to reflect. Hence the name, Chandni Chowk. This commercial hub still holds the legacy and charm of old Delhi. Chandni Chowk is a study in chaos. It's the height of Indian ethnic and traditional wear. Most grooms don't even know that their sherwanis are inspired from that Mughal heritage. Its specialty is the variety of the markets here and their Indianness in everything. Starting from authentic food, saris with chicken and zari work, extravagant bridal wear, and some hardcore bargaining. Delhi has always been the home of India's prominent and most successful designers. तो हमने सोचा क्यों नहीं एक ऐसे ही शख्स के साथ मुलाकात करते हैं. Reena Dhaka is one of the biggest names in Indian fashion. She burst on the scene in the 1980s and has since popularized Indian ethnic wear across the globe. She's bold, well-informed, incredibly fun, and has a colorful history with Chandni Chowk. What do you think is the role of Delhi in Indian ethnic fashion and in fashion in general, which spreads out all over the country?
So Delhi is a hub of manufacturing and of craft.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of designers actually moved from Mumbai to Delhi in the early 90s because we have access to a lot of industry which is in fashion. So there is the artisan who will be your adda workers, we have ample of them. There are the machine embroidery workers, we have ample of them. Then there's digital printing techniques, we have enough. Then you have your hand, the craft workers which come in this Ghaziabad belt, UP belt, the tassellers, there's hordes of those.
Right.
Then export industry is mostly centered between Delhi and Ludhiana.
But your inspiration comes from where? What?
Streets, Chandni Chowk.
Is it very messy, dirty? Does it need to be restored? Is it?
Okay, so you go there. I will give you my sound advice how to survive. First of all, walk on your toes.
Yeah.
Very fast, like a lizard. You just keep looking, concentrate like you're in Born Identity. And you're going to weave through the spaces between humans.
Yeah.
Because that's what you, so if it's shoulder, 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 so you're going to go sideways. Then be careful, on this side, somebody might be blowing their nose. And they have real power. And it comes out like
real India.
Like an arrow. Suddenly you look, your hand is wet. And then there are those rickshaw jams on odd days.
And then every day it's like this, and any time of the year it's like this.
No. Some days like don't go. They've told me now. I know this much that I think Monday ko mat aiye or ab Saturday ko mat aiye.
The Indian wear and ethnic wear from North India is something that's really sought after.
Yes.
And when you think of Delhi or you think of North India, you think of people
Punjabi.
coming and shopping here.
Punjabi.
For weddings and so
yes.
that culture is still very strong over here.
Yes.
And do you think that that'll sustain?
I think the great big fat Indian Punjabi wedding will survive. And so will the designer, and so will the workman, and so will you, because all of us are talking about it. And somewhere there's a very good fortune or a karma being circulated, because when a person picks up an embroidered piece or even a wedding bridal piece, at least a good 10 to 20 workers have benefited from it. in that chain of things. There is no way that craft can be done by one alone.
And that all comes from Delhi.
Yeah. So wherever you are providing incomes, whether directly or indirectly, it will be a good fortune thing. And I think the weddings should realize that.
Wonderful. As Reena said, ethnic fashion is here to stay. And it's heartwarming to know that those occasional hand-embroidered clothes we buy help workers continue with their craft and raise their families. After this fascinating meeting, I moved on to yet another fashion veteran. Varun Rana is an alumnus of National Institute of Fashion Technology. Today, he works as a features writer, and he's been a fashion writer for publications like GQ India, Harper's Bazaar, Vogue, Elle, and Cosmopolitan. And he has an interesting take on fashion today. What is your take on ethnic wear and sort of the difference between ethnic wear now and when you first started off?
See, ethnic wear is something that you buy for an occasion. You don't buy it to wear it every day.
Right.
There is an attitude of luxury attached to it because it is handcrafted. Now, in a mass-produced way, what you get in a place like Chandni Chowk, let's say, is not completely hand-embroidered.
Right.
There is some amount of machine embroidery going on, which is then highlighted with little bit of Salma Sitara, little bit of Mukesh, Nakshi.
But would the lay person know the difference?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because first of all, the difference reflects in the price.
Right.
Because in Chandni Chowk, you have things which are completely handcrafted and completely hand embroidered, and they are available.
Okay. So you have both.
Yeah. Next to the things which are semi or mix embroidered, as we call them, like MENHE, machine embroidered and hand embroidered.
Okay.
The second difference is the quality. If you're machine embroidering something, you will choose a fabric which is more stable. So you would rather choose
a thicker
polyester
quality.
Georgette,
right,
rather than a silk Georgette, which is your pure silk Georgette.
Right.
Pure silk Georgette, you would only hand embroider it. You would not send it under the machine.
But you're saying there is a market for both.
Yes, absolutely.
And both the shopkeepers who may be there are actually doing their
both.
business simultaneously.
No, so they carry a range of things, right? Because in Chandni Chowk, you never know who walks into your shop. That's the beauty of Chandni Chowk, right?
What do you mean? So
the richest person can walk into a shop and say, okay, show me what you have.
How did these shopkeepers in Chandni Chowk know what to do with those high fashion outfits?
Do you remember that time in the 90s where a lot of Miss Indias were winning Miss World and Miss Universe?
Yes.
And all of them were Ritu Kumar. That was the time when the Tree of Life motif suddenly became very cool for lehenga embroideries.
Right. Right.
Now what is happening is like an international pageant like Miss Universe or Miss World is being aired on Doordarshan.
Right.
And these Chandni Chowk shopkeepers are sitting in their, beautiful, courtyard homes in Old Delhi with their wives and children, and they're seeing Miss Yukta Mukhi winning Miss Universe or Priyanka Chopra winning Miss World in that beautiful Zardozi outfit. I still remember the green bustier with the red thing and the trail at the back and the orange trail. And they're like, यार ये काम तो हम भी जो घर में अड्डा लगाकर करते हैं, ये जरदोजी से तो वो भी करते हैं, इसका कट लेकिन अलग है. Let me try and replicate that. Let me see, okay, Priyanka Chopra is doing a bustier with this thing. Let me now see how I can translate it to a salwar suit.
Right.
So it's pure old-fashioned ingenuity and necessity as the mother of invention.
Right.
These are hardy folk. Like they've been in Chandni Chowk since some of the families have been there since the 16th century. So can you imagine? They've seen invasions, they've seen bloodshed, they've seen empires rise and fall, and they've kept going. They've survived, and they've survived because they've kept abreast of what we think now as trends, but they just think is necessary innovation.
How much of that has to do with Bollywood?
The Bollywood influence is staggering. The influence is not just a stylistic influence; it's also a very cultural and a very real economic influence. It makes businesses grow.
This meeting was an eye-opener as far as ethnic wear is concerned. From the lavish bridal lehenga to an affordable salwar kameez, there's so much that goes into it. Families here in Chandni Chowk sure know their stuff. I'm so looking forward to chit-chatting with these people that make Chandni Chowk what it is. अब कितने साल से यहाँ आपकी दुकान चल रही है ये?
करीब 20 साल से चल रही है.
20-25 साल से मैं चला रहा हूँ.
65 साल हो गए.
चांदनी चौक के बारे में आप कुछ ऐसा चीज बताइए जो किसी को नहीं पता है.
See, for the masses, for the affordable ethnic wear, this is the only place.
लेकिन बॉलीवुड का कितना इन्फ्लुएंस है?
जब से अनुष्का शर्मा ने लहंगा पहना था तो उसके बाद तो वही चलता रहा. 85,000 रुपए का भी और 15-16 हज़ार का भी बना दिया. उसकी कॉपी भी आ गई सूरत से.
What are you looking for?
For lehenga and ethnic wears.
आप किस चीज के लिए शॉपिंग करने आए हैं आज?
मैं एक्चुअली नागपुर से आया हूँ यहाँ पर, और मैं अपनी बीवी के लिए
वाह।
सलवार कुर्ती
जरा दिखाएंगे
और ये
हमको?
घघरा बहुत अच्छा, बहुत ही बढ़िया। ये हमारे यहाँ पर बड़ी दुकान फीके पकवान है, और यहाँ पर बढ़िया तरीके से हर चीज़ हमको मिल रही है।
ये ब्राइडल लहंगा है।
हाँ जी।
इसका नाम है बैंड बाजा बारात।
इसका नाम ही है बैंड
नाम
बाजा
ही बैंड
बारात।
बाजा बारात रखा हमने।
अच्छा।
जी ब्राइडल के लिए सबसे अच्छी चीज है।
अच्छा।
और ये माइक्रो पे बना है। ये अनुष्का जी ने पहना था लहंगा।
अच्छा।
हमने सेम उसकी कॉपी
अनुष्का ही आपकी फेवरेट है?
नहीं, फेवरेट।
हाँ।
ये मैंने लहंगा बनाया, ये लहंगे काफी बेच चुका मैं।
हाँ, अभी मुझे पता चल गया।
सेम है वो
अनुष्का ही
लहंगा।
आपकी favorite। अच्छा,
हाँ जी।
ये कौन सी पिक्चर में पहना था उसने?
पिक्चर में नहीं, मैंने उसकी शादी में पहना था।
शादी में पहना था? आपने शादी का भी कॉपी कर दिया है?
जी, जी।
वाह। तो अगर आपको दिल्ली में एक फैशन कैपिटल चूज करना होता तो आप कौन सी एरिया चूज करते?
जी मुझे तो ये चांदनी चौक बहुत अच्छा लगा, क्योंकि फैशन में कैसा है, छोटे से छोटा आदमी भी यहाँ की फैशन अफोर्ड कर सकता है और अपने आप को सुंदर दिखाने की कोशिश कर सकता है।
Flipkart is India's fashion capital because they combine the best of Delhi's fashion capital with the convenience of online shopping. So what has Flipkart learned from Chandni Chowk and how do they do it even better? To tell us this, we caught up with Nishant Gupta, Kartik Bhandari and Sharon Pace.
So I actually happen to come from Chandni Chowk, which is the fashion capital of ethnic fashion. All my life I've actually seen a lot of everybody coming to Chandni Chowk for their ethnic fashion needs, be it festive season, be it weddings, be it anything under the sun. And we at Flipkart have been using that knowledge to get more and more sellers. So we have hundreds and thousands of sellers which sell variety of products in men and women ethnic fashion to make it available to our customers.
At Flipkart, we've just signed both Ranbir and Shraddha because we acknowledge the importance that celebrities play when it comes to fashion, right? Now, what we've done with them is we haven't just used them for traditional TVC, but we've actually seen them manifest across multiple different touch points, be it on social, be it on digital. We've leveraged a lot of sort of visuals and sort of call outs for them on our own media channel as well, so like flipkart.com and the app. And we're fully aware of the fact here at Flipkart that when people look for trends, right, they actually search a lot by celebrity names. So beyond Ranbir and Shraddha, there's a lot of stuff that we've done with Filmfare and GQ, just to be on top of that whole latest trends game. And clearly because celebrities are that important when it comes to fashion.
India loves ethnic wear, and we are the largest store. Offline, online, chain of stores put together, we are still the largest ethnic store in the country. Last year we launched our very own private label Divastri. We're very proud of it because a lot of people are loving it. It operates across different portfolios like saris, lehenga cholis, etc. And the thought behind the brand was that we want to give celebrity fashion that the Indian woman loves and aspires to have in her wardrobe. So far so good, people are loving the brand, the reviews, ratings, etc. wonderful, and we hope to make India enjoy the brand and love the brand as much as we do with the selection that we give.
So that's it for our adventure in Delhi. I'm Meera Dubey and I hope you come back for the next leg of my journey where I go to the fashion capital of the city of joy, Kolkata, where we look at how they are leading the way in affordable fashion. I'll see you there.